Hi, Taurus. Welcome to your March 2020 reading. Thank you so much for being here. I'm super excited for this month for you. I think last month was a fantastic set of cards. This month, even though Pisces season can always be a little bit weird, especially as the Sun connects with Neptune, and then later on, beginning of Aries season, it will connect with Chiron. So we have a little bit of an up and down thing going. But at the end of the day, we're kind of barreling towards this Saturn moving into Aquarius, which for you is in the 10th house, which is house of your career, right? House of your goals and your ambitions and what it is you really hope to achieve. And the Queen of Rods, which is your energy, or Queen of Wands rather, which is you, Taurus, having the wherewithal to really go out and just accomplish. Now, I've spoken ad nauseum at how 2020 is a year of laying new foundations. And it's a slow kind of year. It's an opportunity for us to really take our time, to really think it through. But man, does the Queen of Wands have energy. And she's not one who likes to percolate. She's not one who likes to just sit there and let things fester. Like, she's like, this needs to change. And then boom, she just goes and changes it. And this Saturn in Aquarius transit, which we're having, Saturn will be kind of going back and forth between Aquarius and Capricorn this year. And honestly, this is why it's such a huge foundation year, right? Is because we can finally figure out what it is that had been established that needs to change and what now can be established or reestablished for the sake of change. So we have this huge gap in front of us that we can really fill up with whatever we want. And there are going to be some people, and I know there are some Taurus individuals out there who are really scared to change behavior and to change their mindset and to change the way it's always been done. I mean, I know y'all are Taurus and everything, but this is Uranus in your house, Uranus in your sign. So, it's a good time for you to really revolutionize your life. And the Queen of Wands is totally up for the ride. And then the Sun is in your environment. Does it get better than this? I don't think so. This is so magnetic and so powerful. It's full of manifestation abilities. And the thing that makes me a little bit sad is that I know that some of you are dealing with Taurus individuals that are not capitalizing on the astrological environment. They're playing the pity party kind of game, and they're afraid to take flight. And unfortunately, it's just every man for himself at this point, or every woman for herself. They have to do it on their own. So Taurus, you may find that, either you're kind of leaving people behind, some people are leaving you behind, or they're rejecting you or whatever. But you know what? It's really for the best. What it is the universe clearing your path. So any kind of loss this year, and especially this month during Pisces season when it gets all wonky with Mercury Retrograde and all that, it is ultimately your gain, right? Your loss is your gain. The sun is shining, and the sun is our greatest source of consciousness, our greatest source of, that kind of Akashic information. We have access to pretty much anything we need. It might be advisable for you, and I know many of you are in the northern hemisphere and it's really cold outside still, but it may be advisable for many of you to step outside, right? Step outside, get the sun on your face, feel invigorated by being such a part of nature, which, Taurus, this is you, you're on Earth, this is your element. There are a lot of people that believe that Taurus should be ruled by the planet Earth rather than Venus, right? So this is your vibe. Be in the body, be on the earth, be here. Because I'll tell you that the level of value that you have attained through your life experiences up to this point, it's pretty freaking valuable. And you literally are sitting on a gold mine. And when I say that, the gold mine is up here and it's in here. It's through the love that you give and the nurturing that you offer. It's through your super awesome creative ideas. It's through your knowledge. It's through, your ability to accomplish and to finish things and to carry things through. And If anyone is trying to tell you that you're not valuable right now, those are people that definitely should be left behind. And again, if other people are leaving you behind, it's probably because they cannot handle the brilliance that you are exuding right now. I'm sorry, I don't know what else to say. Like, they just can't handle it. And for those of you who are cross-watching for a Taurus, roles may be reversed. I'm starting to realize that a lot of people will relate, in the opposite way. So that's okay. So if your Taurus is not kind of coming on board with you, thank your lucky stars, because they're going to end up being dead weight. Okay. So, you're sitting on this gold mine here. And what I love about the Nine of Coins especially is that there's no stress. And she can be in a state of abundance without any feelings of guilt, without any feelings of shame, and where she can feel like she can give when an opportunity to give arrives at her doorstep, but she's not really out there seeking like, I want to give, I want to give, I want to give. It's just like she has this very, very keen and intrinsic understanding of opportunities and how they ebb and flow and how they come in and out. And so when there's an opportunity for her to take, she'll take. And when there's an opportunity for her to give, she'll give. And it's not with any thought at all. So you're here, you guys. So whatever your career goals, your relationship goals, your goals with your children and your family, whatever your goals are, I highly suggest you take a seat on that royal Taurus throne of yours, on top of the bowl maybe, and just kind of let the ambition come to you. And when you feel that creative spark, Queen of Wands, boom, go for it, right? When you feel like you want to write that book, boom, do it. And when you feel like you need to change, then that's okay. I think there are a combination of individuals around you right now, and one of them is coming out as the King of Cups, which I really like for you, especially when it's upright. A King of Cups is either one person or a representative of multiple people who are allowing you to be fully in your independence. They do not try to control you in any way. They respect what you have going on, but they're also extraordinarily supportive as well. So if you are struggling with seeing yourself in that Nine of Coins state, like if you look at your life and you're like, there is no way I am sitting on a pile of gold, and you're feeling kind of like Debbie Downer about certain things, connect with the people who can really see you for who you are. Because I guarantee this King of Cups person or people, they'll sit you down and kind of smack you around and be like, look, like, how do you not see how valuable you are? Or how do you not see what you have to offer and what you have to give? Like, is there anything we can do to help you really see that? And there's a kind of an honesty quotient going on. And it can be harsh, but it's like a harshness in the good way. A harshness of you not seeing something that you should be seeing. All right? It's always okay to be humble, but this might be a little too humble for some of you, Taurus. All right? If there's any question of deserving, if there's any question of if it's possible, those are the kinds of questions that you need to stop entertaining altogether. And you'll see why I say that in a minute. So the next card that comes out next to the King of Cups is the opposite, total opposite of the King of Cups, which indicates stark contrast in the people around you. And we have this Knight of Wands who can be really flaky, really flighty, very selfish. If it's a sexual partner, this is probably someone who's going to do a whole Mercury retrograde, pop up, say hello, and then disappear again, which we all know is super annoying. And definitely someone you already know you shouldn't be entertaining. But probably this person too is someone that is making you feel like you're not on a pile of gold and is making it difficult to do the Queen of Wands initiation. That's what she's good at, right? This is technically a card of Aries. So when we have the Aries energy, I always say with the fire signs, Aries is the spark, Leo is the bonfire, and Sagittarius is the wildfire. So this is kind of like a wildfire gone out of hand. And this is like a very deliberate and legitimate spark. So you want that spark energy to start the fire, to get the things going, to get work moving in the right direction, to get your love life on track, to get your own self-development and own spiritual healing on par with where you really feel like you deserve to be. So this person is the opposite, and to not associate with this particular kind of individual is probably in your best interest. I'm not saying you have to be mean to them. I'm not saying you have to be, harsh or anything, but I am saying you got to be honest with yourself about how much value this person brings to your life. All right, and there's a couple of people like this, so we'll get to the next one in the bottom. But honestly, you deserve a lot better than this, and I think there are people around you, King of Cups, that are a lot more deserving of your time, energy, and attention right now. Just putting it out there. Because the universe really wants to give you something. The universe is really trying to hand you gifts. It's trying to give you the money. It's trying to give you the job. It's trying to give you the phone call that's going to get you out to the club with your friends to hang out so you can meet that person or whatever. So pay attention to what the universe is giving you and get in the habit of start saying yes. Now, I know you're Taurus, and I know the comfy home space is super important to you, but the friends and the social life, when we're in Pisces season, we're going to have Mars in Capricorn. These are all second hemisphere signs, right? Everything from Libra all the way through Pisces, and they involve other people. When we get into Aries season, okay, I'll give you a break. You can be indoors. But now it's really time for the expression of yourself, mirroring other people and vice versa. And the universe has something for you. The universe says, you know what, Taurus, we got to find something for you to do with all these 9 coins. You've got all this talent. I don't know why it came out like that. All this talent. You've got all this talent. And let's find an outlet for you. Let's get you up online. Let's get you, in front of people. Let's get you a speaking opportunity. Let's get you that phone call from that agent, whatever it is. And let's roll with this. And I think the universe is kind of in an experimental phase with Taurus right now, with the Uranus transit the next 7 years. It's like the universe is experimenting with you. It's testing you. It's trying to see if you have strong convictions or not. And it's going to, it's going to try to throw some innovative and progressive ideas at you. And if you don't want to jump on board, that's fine. And if you do, that's also fine. But I think many of you think you do. And now is the opportunity for you to actually really jump on board. It's not a time to be really thinking things through or to be trying to seek clarity, especially when it comes to this Knight of Wands person. If this is someone that you're trying to date or you're trying to build something with and they are just super flaky, don't try to seek the answers. I don't know that you're going to be able to get anything that's satisfactory anyway. Look at the behavior of this particular person. Look at what they are saying versus what they are doing. That is your answer. I think the more and more you strive for the logic, the further and further away from the logic you're really going to get. Your truth is found in the Ace of Coins, which this is your element anyway, right? This is Earth. So this is where you vibe with anyway. This is the touchable, seeable, tangible result of effort and growth and development. So it might not happen in Pisces season. Okay, I feel even Aries season is a little tough for you because it's in a Neptune-ruled house, which is the 12th house. So I would keep your focus more toward May and June, but especially after June is kind of because we have this Venus retrograde in your natural house, in the 2nd house in Gemini this year between May and June. So there's going to be this whole reevaluation phase in terms of your own self-worth and all of that. But just know this is coming, I guess. Let's just say that. Just know that this is coming for you. And there will be amazing things on the docket for 2020. It's just we gotta let the Saturn-Pluto stuff just settle down. We got to get Saturn into Aquarius, let that settle down. You know, that's like our major transit this year. And that Mars in Capricorn is going to really keep you on that. I got a goal, I got a focal point, I get to focus, I get to move toward that. Your goals and your ambitions are actually going to be really beneficial for you. And you guys, the wheel is turning, there's no doubt. There should be no question as to whether or not good fortune is in the cards for you. It is. Literally, it is literally in the cards for you. Good fortune can be however you define it. It can be the love of your life. It can be the money, that kick-ass job, that new house, whatever. It can definitely be all of those things. And you know, we've got Black Moon Lilith moving through your 12th house too. I haven't really talked about that. Black Moon Lilith really is a source of power. And for that subconscious kind of level of spirituality, this has a lot to do with faith. Like a very powerful faith and believing. And we all know how powerful, there's like so much science about the power of belief. If you believe, it is more likely to be true, right? If you believe you're getting healthy, you will get healthy, right? That belief has an actual effect in the physical world. And this is the power of that belief here. And I think Black Moon Lilith is going to serve you very, very well as she transits through the 12th. Relaxed, right? Relax. You don't have to strive too much right now. And maybe you shouldn't anyway. It's Pisces season. It's too hard to strive in Pisces season. It gets all confusing. And like I say, it's like wonky is like the best word to describe it. Neptune always comes and like makes us realize that there is some illusion in our life. We have some kind of picture that we thought we were looking at, and then it just kind of swirls it all around. It's like, just kidding, it's not real. So just relax. It's probably for the best. Chill out and you know, have that consciousness of like, if something goes a little bit strange or someone behaves a certain way, it's not a reflection of you at this point, but you also don't want it to be a reflection of you, so you shouldn't give it too much power. Four of Swords is about not giving power to things that shouldn't be given power. Right now is a good time for you to really disassociate with like the fantasy realm is kind of what I'm seeing with the Six of Cups. And I even have this Ace of Swords, which you'll see when I put the camera down in just a second. The Ace of Swords is pointing down toward the Six of Cups, which says, don't give too much credence to a fantasy. Don't give too much credence to this idea of a past life, of a soulmate, of a karmic connection, a twin flame, a meant to be situation. Now, I'm not saying it's none of those. I'm not saying it's definitely not any of those things, but it's just like, who cares? Okay, this Knight of Wands is a soulmate. Okay, who cares? Like, if it doesn't make you feel good, if it doesn't make you feel happy, then this is just a teaching experience and you can just move on, you know? And now is not a good time to expect it to look the way you think it's going to look. So keep your eye on the big picture right now. This is all ninth house philosophical stuff. Uranus in your sign. It's all super, super high level. Keep it on the big picture right now. It's not worth it to like nitpick and try to find all the meaning in all these little teeny tiny things. You can just let things go by without trying to search so much. Again, remember, she's not someone who's really out searching. The Queen of Wands can be, but she also knows where to go searching, right? Like I said, goals and ambitions, financial goals, those kinds of things, those are good things. But when it has to do with someone else's free will, like trying to get someone to like you back, that's probably not a good use of the Queen of Wands energy. Redirect her a little bit. Let's find a new channel for that Queen of Wands energy to go, you know, to go flow down. And then the last one is the Knight of Coins reversed, which, like I said, it kind of goes hand in hand with this Knight of Wands. For some reason, I feel like you guys are surrounded by some pretty immature, unevolved, kind of selfish people right now, or maybe even some self-sacrificial people. It's just not the right vibe here at all. It's just really not. And these particular individuals, or if it's the same person, then it is, that's fine. They're just not meant to be in your life. And that's okay. If they're falling away, if they're not calling you back, if they're not giving you the job, if they're not doing X, Y, or Z, it is okay. Like I said in the very beginning, the loss or the perceived loss is the actual gain. So don't worry. Really, just let things go. Just let things go. Okay? Let's go ahead and put the camera down and we'll get a closer look with the comprehensive. See you in a sec. All right, Taurus. So here you can see how all the cards are laid out. You can see how that Ace of Swords is really pointing down toward the Six of Cups there. And this is why I was saying that the loss really is the gain here. It's like because of these reversals, this wheel has space to turn over. So let's go ahead and take a look now at this Queen of Wands. I'm going to pull out an astrology card and then another oracle card. Let's see what comes out for the Queen of Rods. Ooh, it's an Aries, which this is actually a card of Aries, right? The cardinal fire is the Queen's. So, yeah, this is you kicking into your 12th house, guys. And because you're a ruling planet at the beginning of Pisces season anyway, Venus will be entering into your sign on March 4th. But for now, you know, she's in Aries and she'll be back there for the next couple weeks. House of your subconscious, ruling planet. There's a lot of operating from back there, you know? It says a lot about who you are. When you are operating from your subconscious, that's when you're really like the most you that you could possibly be. So I feel a real authentic vibe coming from Taurus right now, which is going to propel you to make, or compel you rather, to make certain changes. It is going to help to focus you, because I think those questions of like, Taurus, what do you want? That really big question. What do you want? You know, you're not going to be able to escape that question the next couple of months. What do you want? What do you want your life to be? Okay. Come to the edge. That one's been making quite an appearance lately. Sometimes it takes so much courage to admit what you want and to believe in it. I think that's the hardest part, right? To believe that what you want is an actual possibility for you. Come to the edge. Take that risk. Believe it. Okay? Now, for those of you who are new to my channel, right now I'm going to be pulling out a whole bunch of cards, which we'll talk about in the comprehensive reading. We usually talk for another 20 to 25 minutes about all these cards. There can be a lot of cards and a lot of different little messages that come out. I like to keep it as open as possible. Oh my gosh. My throat. Definitely something in my throat. I like to keep it as open as possible. So let's take a look at this Queen of Rods. Do you guys need to say something? Is there something y'all need to say? This Mercury Retrograde might be a good time to say it. Okay. Interesting. Knight of Swords. Okay, Nine of Coins. This is what happens when Taurus changes their mind about something. Boom, earthquakes. It's like such a huge deal, right? The resonance from Taurus energy can be so powerful. See, what's going on? Why is it that you don't see that Nine of Coins within yourself? You know? Or you haven't in the past anyway. That's what Neptune's really going to do in Pisces season. It's going to really make us see how, like, oh, okay, gotcha. Neptune always makes us see our deepest insecurities. It really surfaces those things, but to heal. Of course, Neptune is a healing planet, first and foremost. Do one more for that guy since he got a double whammy of the King of Cups there, okay. Knight of Wands. Was there a betrayal? Was there a lie? Was there flakiness? Did someone not fulfill their contract? There's you. Not losing your dignity. At least face value. That Empress is also you. Man, I do not like that Knight of Wands this month. Yeah, jeez. Do not like him. Not giving me the warm and fuzzies. That's for sure. Okay, Seven of Wands. Let's take a look at this Ace of Swords. Okay, that's what we want. We love the Magician. This is the spark. This is the Aries coming out right here. Double Sun energy. Fantastic. Let's look at the Wheel of Fortune. Okay. Yep. Creating that space. One more for the Sun, and then we will call it a day. Excellent. All right, you guys, I'm going to leave you with that. If you want to pick up, the link will be in the description box for the comprehensive, and if not, then I'll see you next month. Take care. Bye-bye.